The balance beam is a useful apparatus which is crucial in developing basic skills needed for more complex movements applicable on different equipment. These single leg dips are being performed at an autonomous level as this skill is transferable from life skills learned from other sports. The arabesque is a slightly more difficult move to complete. My back has to be more straight, which classifies my movement as cognitive.
As you can see here, I'm still in the cognitive stage of this skill, as I still struggle with implementing advanced techniques. However, I do remain balanced throughout.
Hand walks on the parallel bars is a fundamental skill needed to perform more complex movements. This apparatus also helps with developing tricep muscle strength and the ability to hold own body weight, which is also needed on the Roman rings. The swinging on the parallel bars has a jerking stutter on the swing back, which loses momentum, making it more strenuous to complete the skill. However, in this freeze frame, proper form is highlighted as my legs are in line with the bars and my arms create a T shape, which means both my arms and back are activating their muscles, subsequently reducing injury risk. The specialized skill of tricep dips requires strong shoulders and triceps to lower your body and then push back above the bars. The skill is performed at an autonomous level as momentum is not used to push back up, but instead raw force and power, while staying in control. My hands are firmly planted without shaking and moving.
On the parallel bars, I'm in the associative stage, as my technique may not be perfect. However, through practice, I'll become better at the skill, particularly in my dip depth.
Charlie's form on the tricep dips is very good as his body is perfectly vertical and he does not struggle to hold himself up. However, as he demonstrates with further external feedback and continuous practice, he will become better. Positively, his body tilts forward and he continues to maintain strong grip strength. Jump off vault is a basic maneuver needed to elevate the harder tricks. I perform this movement at an autonomous standard as it is very basic, requiring only jumping and running. My shoulders are square and face the vault to limit twisting. By jumping off both feet too, it is easier to jump in a more stable and high fashion.
The gymnast's hands must be firmly planted on the vault to allow the gymnast to pull their legs through to complete the movement. The gymnast demonstrates the associative level of the skill, borderline autonomous, as highlighted by the execution of the aerial movements and the balance landing.
The swivel hips on the trampoline is a complex skill that is a combination of the seat drop and 180 rotation. My skill acquisition is associative as the movement is intermediate standard and requires external and internal feedback to improve.
This basic skill routine is helpful for a gymnast in the cognitive stage to ease into the hard techniques. As you can see here, I struggle to maintain my balance. However, I perform the basic movements well.
This tuck jump that Charlie is performing is performed at a high standard as he is very compact and aerodynamic. The 360 jump is also a specialized movement that requires more practice. I perform this skill autonomously and complete the start jump and initiate my landing. I was particularly focusing on my balance with the spin and the quick absorption of force on my landing as these are important factors needed in other movements such as the vault.